All right, let's talk about it. If you're in the product world, you have absolutely heard this title floating around, AI product manager. It's everywhere, right? But what does it actually mean? The edges are seriously blurry on this one. For some, it just means they're really good at writing prompts for ChatGPT. For others, it means they are literally building the next generation of intelligent software. So today we're going to cut right through all that noise. The goal here is simple, to get really clear on what it means to build with AI versus just using AI to get your job done. Okay, let's dive in.
And just to be clear about the stakes here, this isn't just some passing trend. This quote from Elena Verna, man, it just nails it. AI is a massive paradigm shift. It's a wave that you just can't afford to ignore if you're a product leader. The whole conversation has shifted from, hey, should we maybe look into AI? To, how are we building with AI right now? And that shift, that's what's creating this need for a whole new way of thinking about product.
So if we really want to understand what an AI product manager does, we first have to pop the hood and look at the engine. See the factory floor. How is this stuff actually made? It's not magic, not by a long shot. It's a very structured, very iterative process that engineers call the AI model lifecycle. This cycle is the blueprint, the fundamental roadmap for taking a raw idea and turning it into a real learning system out in the world. So here they are, the 6 core stages of that factory floor. And the key thing to get here is that this isn't a straight assembly line. It's a loop, a continuous circle. It all starts with data collection. Then you have to clean all that data up in pre-processing. Next comes the main event, model training. After that, you've got to check your work with evaluation. Then you push it live with deployment. And you are not done. You have to constantly monitor and maintain it, which, guess what? It feeds right back into collecting new data to start the loop all over again. Understanding this cycle is everything if you want to understand the AI PM's world. Step 1, data collection. Honestly, everything in AI starts and ends with data. This is the foundation of the entire house. Think of it this way. You can't teach a computer to recognize a cat unless you show it thousands, maybe millions of pictures of cats. And the quality of that data is absolutely critical. If you feed the model junk data or biased data or just irrelevant stuff, you're going to get a junk, biased, and irrelevant model. It's the ultimate garbage in, garbage out scenario. Now we get to the really interesting part, model training. This is where the magic, the learning, actually happens. You remember from high school math, right? The equation for a line, y equals mx plus c. You're basically figuring out 2 variables, m and c, from a handful of points. Well, I want you to imagine that same idea, but instead of 2 variables, the AI model has billions of them. Billions! The training process is this incredibly complex mathematical dance to figure out the right values for all those parameters, just by finding patterns in the data. And that's what lets it do incredible things, like predict the next word in a sentence or spot a fraudulent credit card transaction. Okay, so we have this incredibly complex, data-hungry, multi-stage process. So who's the conductor of this orchestra? Who's the person that connects all this amazing technical power to a real user problem and, a business strategy that actually makes money? Well, this is where the AI product manager steps onto the stage. They're the ones who have to guide a product through this brand new, really uncertain territory. And this slide, this right here, is maybe the most crucial difference to understand. An AI PM lives in a totally different universe. Traditional software is what we call deterministic. You click a button, the exact same thing happens every single time. It follows rules. But AI products, they're probabilistic. They make predictions, they infer, they make educated guesses. And that means they won't always give you the same answer. And here's the kicker, sometimes they're going to be wrong. Managing a system that learns and guesses requires a totally different mindset than managing one that just follows code. So because you're dealing with a system that makes educated guesses, the job description for the PM just fundamentally changes. An AI PM can't just worry about user engagement. They're also responsible for the model's performance itself, using metrics like precision and recall, which are fancy ways of asking how good are the model's guesses. They have to own the entire data strategy, run these super complex evaluations, and constantly be on the lookout for risks like model bias or even hallucinations, which is literally when the AI just makes stuff up but says it with total confidence. One chief product officer called them AI orchestrators, and I think that's perfect. They're harnessing all this complexity to create a real competitive edge. Which brings us right to the heart of it, to the big question we started with. Given all this complexity, what really separates a true AI product manager from every other PM just trying to survive in the age of AI? Is this a real, distinct role? Or is it just a hyped-up buzzword for someone who's good with new tools? The way I see it, 3 distinct types of product managers are emerging right now. First, there's the traditional PM, who's kind of sticking to the old playbook, not really embracing AI. And let's be blunt, that role is fading fast. Then you have the AI-powered PM. This person is a savvy user of AI. They're using ChatGPT to write user stories, using AI agents to analyze feedback. They're just way more productive because of these tools. This is quickly becoming the new baseline for all PMs. But that third column, the AI product manager, that's a true specialization. This person is a builder of AI. For them, AI isn't just a tool they use, it is the product they ship.
And that's the whole ballgame right there. Being an AI-powered PM, using all these amazing tools to make yourself a better product manager, that's not optional anymore. That's just the new standard. That's table stakes. But becoming a true AI product manager, that's the next level. That's about deeply understanding that whole life cycle we talked about, getting comfortable with designing for uncertainty, and having the skills to guide a product that learns and evolves even after you've shipped it. Look, at the end of the day, AI is not going to replace product managers. But product managers who use AI will absolutely replace those who don't. And I take it a step further. The product managers who know how to build with AI are going to be the ones leading the charge and creating the most value for years to come. So the question this leaves us with isn't whether AI is part of your career. It is. The real question is, which type of product manager are you going to be?
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it, with others who might benefit too. To learn more about product management and digital marketing, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.